The first little sample of watercolor that I'm going to do is a wash on dry paper. So I've just mixed up a little puddle of paint, taking my brush loaded, and I'm going to start in the middle of a little section here and paint back and forth, overlapping my strokes until I get down to the bottom of the section. And that's going to be my first little sample, which is a wash on dry paper. Second one, I'm going to wet the paper first. And then we'll do the same thing again, picking up the red paint, loading up the brush, start at the top, middle, and overlap the strokes as you work your way downwards. Now the second one will diffuse a bit more because the pigment of the paints, the little particles, are floating around in the water and dissipating into the water a little bit. So eventually they settle down into the fibers of the paper and they dry there. The next one I'm going to do, very similar to these ones, is to do the same color I just did with the red coming downwards. And this time I'm going to take a blue and repeat the same step using the blue on top of it. So what I end up with is something sort of purplish all over, darker at the top and lighter at the bottom. The next one I'm going to do will be the same two colors, but we're going to reverse the directions. So the first step again, starting at the top with the red coming downwards, and then picking up the blue. I'm going to start at the bottom, working my way up. So whatever color you put on last is usually more dominant, but in this case, this one will look more red at the top and more blue at the bottom. And the other one is more of the same color, but just fading as it goes downwards. So these two colors both went down the wash. This one, the red, went down and the blue went up.